Dr. Rob Neal here. I'm at the ELVA booth at the PGA Show. I have a longtime friend and special guest, LPGA player Polly Mack. One of the real amazing things about Polly is I started measuring her when she was about 12 years old. Now has a third-year professional on the LPGA Tour and one of the longest hitters out there on the LPGA. So we're going to talk to you today a little bit about some of the things that she does very well, but also refer back to last Wednesday when I saw her briefly and she had her first exposure to the 3D system. So Polly, when I saw you on Wednesday, you were going a little bit too much towards the target as you turned back, kind of a bit too centered. And I'm just going to see what you do today, see if the practice that you've done has really paid off. So she can just go through a routine, no markers on, we'll capture these data. Within 10 or 15 seconds, a whole bunch of material will be displayed here, so that by the time she finishes the shot, we watch the trajectory of the golf ball. Geez, Polly, that one might be 1 meter offline. Anyway, so already the video is available, and we can play it back on the iPad too, so I can go and we can look at it just here, or it can be displayed up on the screen here. Good stuff going on there.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to go straight to this swing here, which is the most recent one, the one that's being displayed up here.
Okay.
And we're going to look at the data as we go through it. So
Right.
if I scroll down here, we'll see the pelvis and head sway graph, just like it is displayed on there. I want you to focus on the gold line here, or the yellow line.
Okay.
That's your pelvis sway between P1 to P2, 3, and 4, at the top of the backswing.
Right.
So last time we measured, you were going about 8 centimeters towards the target. Today, for a 7-iron, this is absolutely perfect. 4 centimeters, loaded up nicely on your right leg.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the practice, it's been very effective.
Thank you.
Right. Secondly, one of the things I wanted to highlight for the people who might look at the data here is how well you use the ground to generate speed, because that's one of your weapons, I would call it that way. So if I draw your attention to the graph on the right here on the TV screen, you'll see the gold line again now is the vertical movement of your pelvis.
Okay.
And where it drops down here, this is your squat move, right?
Yep.
And then you explode up super well. So very steeply push out of the ground, explosive output. We've spent, in the last couple of years particularly, in getting your upper torso rotation and tilting to match better through impact here, so that you don't get this really aggressive rotation with the lower body and a tilting back with your upper body, because then you can miss it both ways easily.
Exactly.
So just to finish this segment, I'd like you to go through one of the drills that Gregor has used with you to kind of help you with that and getting the chest more open.
I think one of my favorite drills that I even do sometimes for a practice swing on the course, just to make sure my upper body really gets over the ball and I can't miss it right or left, is after the swing I do a step forward. So I make sure I really have my balance forward in the swing. Kind of looks a little bit like this if I do it in the practice swing. And that makes sure my upper body really gets over the ball and my hip doesn't separate from my upper body. So I can even do it with the ball. Yeah,
that'd be great, Polly, if you could. And you don't have to hit it hard or anything like that.
I'll just do a normal swing.
Yep. So one of the things you'll always notice with Polly, the deliberateness in setup and the consistency with which she sets up to the golf ball. We could do a side-by-side comparison of your practice swing and the drill.
Perfect.
So this is on the left, the drill, and then on the right, the original swing, I believe. So if we take you down to impact, with the drill, you can just see a little bit more of your left shoulder,
Yeah.
indicating that you're more rotated
Yeah.
as you go through impact. So Polly, we've had a couple of sessions using the ELVA system.
Yeah.
Yeah. No sensors, no calibration to wire you up and put you off. What are your thoughts as a player on how you could use this and just what it feels like when using it?
I think it's a great system. I mean, yeah, no more calibration. You just step in. You can easily have even a group session with the national team that we did the other day, and you just step in, step out, and you can switch players like that. It gives you immediate feedback. Even if I wanted to practice by myself on the system, we have it at my home course now. I see it on the screen. I can see the videos. I get straight up feedback within seconds. It makes it so much easier for me to practice and to work on the things I have to work on.
I look forward to you having a great year, Polly.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time today.
I appreciate it.